Hey.
Man, what's the knowledge? It's your boy Demon. We back. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to make a short video voicing my concern over this immigration crisis that is currently taking place, along the border in the United States. If you're not aware, which I wouldn't know how you wouldn't be if you live in the U.S., but over the past, year, we've experienced an unprecedented scale of illegal immigrants and undocumented immigrants coming through the southern border of the United States. Most of the problem is occurring in Texas, but it's all across the southern border, man. I mean, it's the numbers that we get reported and are seeing on a daily basis is crazy. I don't know how this isn't the biggest national security risk right now at the moment. And it just seemed like this governing body, this Biden administration, they don't care to talk about it at all. If anything, they would like to avoid talking about it. And it's really fishy. It's really fishy activity going on right now. But let me just paint the picture. So over the course of 2023, at least 300,000 illegal and undocumented immigrants have migrated from various countries. We're talking Mexico, Venezuela. We've seen Chinese coming through the border. We've seen African countries, certain African countries and immigrants from those backgrounds come through the country. And it's like, how are we not securing this border and expecting great things to happen from this? How are we continuing to function without addressing this as one of the main threats to our security right now? I mean, just the other day I saw one of the highest records. It was like 18,000 immigrants coming through, like a caravan of 18,000, right? And just to put this in perspective, imagine our enemies, whoever they may be, China, Russia, whoever they may be, they're noticing this. They're like, bro, if 10,000 regular people can come through the border, no problem, and they'll send them up to Chicago and Colorado and this and that, what's stopping us from sending over 2,000 soldiers here, 3,000 soldiers here? Next week we send in 5,000. Like, it's crazy. Like 300. Really think about how many people 300,000 people are, right? That's a small army. If not just a regular, I wouldn't even say it's a small army. It's an army, bro. Not saying every immigrant that comes through the border is a potential threat like that. I mean, there are women and children, but the bulk of them are fighting age males, right? So put that in perspective for yourself, right? They're coming from places, war-torn places, they're coming from impoverished nations. I mean, Venezuela basically collapsed last year or the year before, and we have Venezuelans coming through looking to come up, how they can come up. And people may hear this and be like, bro, you're racist, or you're this, and you're like, no, bro. Just look at this logically, look at it logistically. There is no room for those people to be here. There are no resources for it. Like, we keep sending aid to different countries, and different aid packages keep getting certified to go here, to go to Israel, and to go to Ukraine. But we're living in one of the most economically dire situations the U.S. has ever been in at this point in time today. I want you to think about that. They say something around like 70% of Americans, working Americans, now the working class, who actually have jobs and careers and actually have skills, 70% of those people are living paycheck to paycheck. So imagine us housing people that we don't have anywhere for them to stay. We don't have, like, bro, it's a crazy situation to see, right? It's a crazy situation. Like, it's so crazy I can't even talk right now. You get me? Like, it's just a crazy situation that people are acting like this is something that is not. Like, they're acting like this is every day. This is an everyday occurrence. Well, at this point, it is an everyday occurrence. So, but people shouldn't be desensitized to this, bro. 300,000 undocumented. That means we don't know who these people are. We may vaguely know where they come from in terms of nationality, but we don't know their background, if they're criminals. We don't know if they have real skills and they can actually, be a benefit to society. We don't know if they have a hidden agenda. We don't know if they're spies. We don't know. Like, this is a weird situation to be in, bro. And this goes back to one of my previous videos, like, how close are we really to World War III? If you think about it, America is definitely being attacked at all sides. You may not look at this as like an attack because, it's immigrants. This whole nation was built on immigrants, so I'm okay with immigrants coming over. Like, no, there's a process to these things. There's checks and balances. There's a vetting process. Because I have no problem with a man who was an engineer in Venezuela and who actually took the citizenship test and did all that and went through that process of actually getting a legal citizenship status here in the United States, and he comes over here and he wants to provide for his family. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with any woman, man, or child from another country going through the right process and checks and balances, getting a background check, and coming over here and being of benefit to the American people. I have no problem with that, right? Because if you're a hard worker, you're a hard worker. If you have skills that are needed, you have those skills that are needed. There's a demand for that. But outside of that, it's just people coming over here that just, they come over here, they're sending them to Chicago, they're sending them to Colorado. It's causing a lot of strife up there. Not only is it causing the strife up there, but because these supposed sanctuary cities and sanctuary states who say they're a sanctuary state, but they don't even want to house these people anymore. Now they're taking legal action up against places like Texas, who Texas wouldn't even have to go through this if it wasn't for the policies put in place by this Democratic Party, right? And it's just crazy to see, because I saw a clip the other day, like, when was the last, matter of fact, that's for another video. I'm getting off topic. That's for my next video, how they're trying to really make us not be able to vote for Trump. You feel me? And I'm not even a Trump guy, but the fact that they're not, like, trying to allow us to even be able to vote for Trump in certain states, like they're taking the guy off the ballot, is crazy, man. But listen, stay tuned, stay alert, turn on those notifications, hit that like, don't sleep. You get me? I'm coming back all 2024. And stay tuned for that next, the next video talking about how they're trying to take our voting rights away from us, and they're trying to use different slimy tactics to make it seem like we don't have certain powers. But listen, man, I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.